I hope you got a good rest because today is going to be an epic day. We are headed from Big Timber to Miles City, our last campsite of the trip. And one mom has promised me I'm going to love. After breaking camp, Mom checked the weather. Ufta! Looks like it's going to be another cooling vest day.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs. There is evil there that does not sleep. And the great Eye is ever watchful. It is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire and ash and dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume.
Okay, maybe that was a bit dramatic. Let's go! With the faithful Yellowstone at our side, we came across a place called Pompey's Pillar, so naturally, we had to stop there. Pompey's Pillar was part of the original 1803 Louisiana Purchase. Captain Clark, from Lewis and Clark, named the pillar Pompey's Tower in honor of Sacagawea's son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, whom he had nicknamed Pomp. The name was later changed to Pompey's Pillar. Captain William Clark carved his name and the date, July 25, 1806, during his return to the United States through the beautiful Yellowstone Valley. The rock and signature appear on the trail today as it did over 200 years ago. a long day of traveling with many pit stops, we finally made it to Miles City. Oh, my dog! Mom and Dad got a campsite that was really a private dog park with a parking pad. I didn't need to be on a lead. I was free! I was pretty much in heaven, I won't lie. This was a great sight. I roamed around and left a bunch of P-mail for the next lucky dog to read, telling them all about my adventures so far. Then it was time for bed. Tomorrow night we would be back at our house, and I have to admit, as much fun as this trip had been, I was looking forward to being home. Miles City to home was just over 5 hours, so in Oliver it would be a bit longer, but it sure didn't seem that long. We passed through a town called Terry. Terry was first established in the late 1800s, and they still mine around the area of Terry for moss agate to this day. Then we drove through Glendive. They find all kinds of dinosaur bones and fossils here, and they have a fantastic museum and tours to dig sites. After that, it was Sydney. Sydney is called Montana's Sunrise City, and it's pretty easy to see why. And no drive through Montana would be complete without a quick stop at the Antelope Jail. Butch Cassidy was its most famous, visitor. Our final stop in the United States was Plentywood. Plentywood was a trading post for the people living in that part of the state. Sitting Bull and his Sioux people surrendered to the U.S. Army after living in Canada for 5 years at Plentywood. Finally, we reached the border. It was so easy to cross. We did it twice. Inside joke there. We were back in Canada and just a couple hours away from home. What a fantastic trip we had. We traveled 5,663 kilometers. That's 3,519 miles. Oliver used 1,535 liters of fuel, or 406 U.S. gallons. He averaged 8.89 miles per gallon. In the UK, that would be 10.67, and that's pretty dang good for a 39-year-old motorhome. Way to go, Oliver! We went up and down mountains, through canyons and gorges, across prairie and farmland. We followed in the footsteps of Lewis and Clark and traveled the same routes as Butch Cassidy, Custer, and Sitting Bull. We saw old towns, new cities, and even some ghost towns. We saw county fairs, roadside stands, waterfalls, lakes, rivers, and dams. People everywhere we went. Some we will always remember, like Charlie from Great Falls. Most importantly, we did it together, and we had a great time. We have already started planning our next big trip. I really hope you decide to come with us on that one too. Thanks for watching our videos, and like they say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy travels from Oliver, Dad, Tom, Mom, and most important, me!
at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished. I see.